Hello, all you hardcores out there. How are you doing? It's Russ here from Porky's Corner, the voice of hardcore boxing. Well, there's a lot going on in the last couple of days. First thing I want to get out there is that I went to see Carl Froch yesterday, and I said to him, "Are you going to fight again?" He said, "If right offer comes, I'm up there." Now, I don't know if that's a professional fight, an exhibition fight, a mixed fight with somebody in another sport. It could be a UFC fight, an MMA fight, a boxing fight, or a deal from one guy and another guy in two different sports. I don't know if he's going to go pro, but he's 45, isn't he? He looks in good shape. We're doing some serious deadlifts in his gym. I don't know if I could get behind Carl if he fought somebody like Jake Paul. I don't know if I could, because it'd be a bloodbath, wouldn't it? Something like that. But I could get behind him fighting somebody in an exhibition. But we're going to see, aren't we? We'll see. But it's up to him if he wants to do that. That's up to him. I'll probably get loads of stick now on social media. But if he does come back, let's hope it's for the right reasons, because it can't be money, can it? It's probably because he's still got that fighting man in him. So we'll see. But we wish him all the best, the Cobra. He's a lovely kid. Right, let's move on to other things. Can we all cope mentally with all the Fury versus Joshua hype yet again? It's back up on us, isn't it? Again. Oh my God, what we're going to do? What we're going to do? 60-40, 70-30, 80-20. We're going to have all that now. And Fury beats him, and Joshua's not the same fighter. Look, we've been down this road before, haven't we? Right? Out that comes out of Tyson Fury's mouth, nobody believes it. He's like the boy that cried wolf, isn't he? Google Porky's Corner, the boy who cried wolf. Have a look at that for a video. When you're telling lies constantly and you're mad as a box of frogs, box of frogs, when you're as mad as a box of frogs, and you're telling whoppers constantly. To Tyson, it ain't whoppers, is it? It's just banter in it and leg pulling and that, but retiring and not retiring, who cares? You fight once a year anyway. And I don't know if I'm going to be prepared to go through all this rubbish again. All this Fury Joshua. You know, and Eddie Hearn looked dejected, didn't he, on Talk Sport? You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. Is 60-40 a good split? Well, it's a good fight for Joshua, and if he take it, well, there'll be clauses in contract, won't there? Frank might want options on him. We don't know, do they? Do we? Aaron said yes, and the answer said no. He says send the contract, but we all know what that means, don't we? They're going to go through it with a fine tooth comb and say no. So, because they can't work together. That's my opinion. Joshua's lost 3 of his last 5. So for him to get 40% on a big fight like that, that's fantastic, isn't it, really, when you think about it? That's mega money. 3 losses in last 5 fights. He ain't got a top win on his record, has he, really? They've all got asterisks next to them, old men or men coming to end of the tether or end of the careers, or Vladimir in his 42nd year, 18-month on settee. He'd only been doing a bit of paddleboarding, hasn't he? I can do that. You know what I mean? Scott Brunt's just gone from Jersey to Guernsey, 28 mile on a paddleboard. Try that. That takes some doing, doesn't it? 28 mile. So that, but some Isaac Lower put out, or what it Isaac Lower, I don't know. Somebody Isaac Lower put something out. It said Eddie Hills, he's like Pinocchio, and how he spelt it, Pinokyhole. That's pin, no, keyhole. He's put Pino and then keyhole. How's that, Pinocchio, Isaac? You want a predictive test? You'll do it for you, mate. Team Isaac Lowe. Pinocchio. Will they work together, the big two dogs, Ern and Warren? I don't think they will. This is the end game now, isn't it? This. I don't think they will. And I don't think Warren's going to extend courtesy to Hearn to throw him a bone. He's not going to give him a leg up, is he? So no, I don't think they're going to work together. What is it? 9 fights in 12 years? Not even a fight a year. If it were one every 3 months in 12 years, it'd be 48 fights. So we've had 9. So where's the other 39? They couldn't get it together before. They're not going to get it together now, are they? And things are even more fractured than ever now, aren't they? Good God. Will Sky pay for it? How's BT Sport going to generate the money on their pay-per-view platform in the UK? Wembley Stadium, what's that do? 15, 18 million tickets? Are they going to pay them what they want? They're not going to be able to do it, are they? Not on BT Sport. That's only pay-per-view. If they do 1.5 million on Sky, let's say they do 2 million buys on Sky at 30 quid, which is what they're touting about. That's 60 million, 16 million, 18 on gate, commercial and TV rights. Let's say it pulls 80 million. Still not going to pay them enough, is it? When Saudis can blow them out at water with 80, 100 million bid, plus all other stuff, all other add-ons. So I don't know. I'd say it goes to Saudi if it happens, but I might see it. Let's see it in England. Won't we? 2 English lads born in England, fighting in another country for the greatest prize in sport. They don't care for fans. They care for money. If Joshua takes the fight, he's going to be on a loser to nothing anyway because he's got nowhere else to go, and he's like going with begging bowl, isn't he? Yes, please, sir. Can I have more? That's what's happening now, isn't it, with Joshua? If he takes that fight. If he doesn't take it, they'll say he's a coward. So he can't win either way, Joshua. And his commercial appeal, I don't think it's as big as what they're saying it is. 3 losses in 5. Boxing fans are fickle, aren't they? I don't know. We've had him thrown down our throats for the last 12 years. He's not got a top win. He don't fight regularly. And the cover-ups around him has been unbelievable. It's been an utter joke. It's a manufactured load of rubbish. That's what it is. But should Big Meech, Anthony Joshua, take a year out? Yeah, he should. And he should be getting into talks about fights like this. But do you think Warren and them care? They know it's a great time for them. Tyson Fury will bust him up at the stage of his career, even worse than he would if they were both at the peaks. He will bust him up. And it's, in my opinion, it's like Tyson knows this fight's got to happen. He's going to beat him anyway, but he can beat him even worse now, can't he? Now he's at a low ebb. But he don't know whether his left hand from his right hand, Joshua, at the moment, does he? So bad form from Tyson. But then again, everybody Tyson's fought, they've been calculated decisions, aren't they? He's not keen on them cruiserweights, is he? He weren't keen on Steve Cunningham. He dropped him, didn't he? He weren't keen on him. And Usyk's not Steve Cunningham. So is Joshua under any pressure? Yeah, he is. Pressure to deliver and pressure from his own greed. He's on millions and millions and millions of pounds from sponsors. But there'll be clauses in them contracts. You keep getting knocked out, you get knocked out, there'll be a clause in it. If you've got no belts to bring to the table or you're not in world title fights, how are they going to get any attention on Joshua? And he's on DAZN as well. He's been with DAZN for the last 2 fights. The DAZN fighter with Matt True. But he hasn't fought on DAZN, has he? He's fought on Skype last 2 times. Why is that? Because DAZN isn't big enough for him, is it? But he's tied to Eddie Hearn anyway, that Matt True lifetime deal. But Eddie's tied to DAZN. See how messy it is? Is it all really about Bricktop and Eddie Hills, this? Because they're at the top of the table. And they can't get fights on, can they? 9 fights in 12 years. If there's any more, come name them to me. If there's any more than 9 fights they've put on, let me know. All right. I don't think there is. But is it about them? Is that what it's all about? Just them? Is it their egos? Why don't they just pull the doodads out and let's see who's got biggest one, eh? I want them an arm wrestle or something. Hey, or a game of pool or something. Because There's killing boxing between them. Obviously, we all want this fight, but all it is at the moment is chit chat. It's a load of people chatting a load of rubbish around the table or on phones and blah, blah, blah. 60, 40, 70, 30, 80, 20. Just make the fight. I mean, we've got Frank Warren piping up now. We were complaining about Eddie Hearn when he was piping up last year, wasn't he, about it all? Just make the fight, Frank. Like you said, we just make the fights. When we've made them, we come out and make a statement. Well, what are you chatting on TalkSport all day for yesterday, Frank? Make the fight, then open your pie hole. All right. If they do take 40%, what about the money all along? Because really, that's good, isn't it? 40%, 3 losses in the last 5. Coming off 2 losses on bounce, hasn't got a belt. Joshua's the B side. 40% for him. It's mega dough, isn't it? Because he's in no man's land. He's not going to get that kind of money fighting in non-title fights, is he? We probably have to have 3 fights, won't he, to make that money up? What's that, 18 months worth of work? So that's how I look at it. We'll just give this screen a line. Where's that? God. But okay. Let's say, for instance, they do fight in December or November. I can't see it being November. That's 2 months away, isn't it? I very much doubt they will fight this year. But if they do, Fury bashes him up, yeah. What then? Has Joshua still got his world tour? 4 fights lost out his last 6. It's not there, is it, no more, is it? And who'd want to see a rematch with Fury? They're talking a 2-fight deal. Who would want to see a rematch if Fury bladders him, which he will? Who'd want to see that again? Would Eddie Hearn want to scrape him up off floor and say, go again, get me 30% this time? What they're going to do, wring as much money out they can of Joshua. Hey, I don't know. What do I think about the 30 quid cost of mentioning? I think they do it for more, for that greedy. They don't care for boxing fans. We've got a global recession on. Business is folding left, right, and centre. No. Why not Fury Usyk? I mean, this is all roads lead to undisputed. Everybody's been saying, haven't they? So why don't we have Usyk? Because he's got 5 belts now, hasn't he? WBA, WBO, IBF, IBO, Ring Magazine, and the only other belt he ain't got is the WBC, which is Fury's belt. So why don't they fight? Get it on early next year, and let Tyson have an interim fight before Christmas. He doesn't have to fight Joshua. Then he can fight Usyk, can't he, Tyson, and keep to his word. Forget he's a middleweight. Why would that bother you that he's a small man and it's an easy fight? He's just done Joshua twice. You haven't fought Joshua, Tyson. Maybe Usyk should go do what, fight Wilder? Hey, next year or something. Hey. So, but when you break the CBs down, though, Tyson's CB, he's done Vladimir, he's done Wilder, 10-year champion and a 5-year champion. Let's see him do Usyk now. He's nearly a 12-month champion now, isn't he, Usyk? Yeah, he's a 12-month, over a year he's held the belt. He's into his 2nd year. Fight him next year, Tyson, Usyk. That's what I want to see. I want to see undisputed, if just for 1 fight. The last time we've had that was 2003 with Lennox Lewis. So all this talk about road to undisputed, it's just lies from promoters. Lies, 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 and more lies. But why not Usyk for Tyson? Because he's a more dangerous fighter than Joshua, isn't he? You know what I mean? Maybe if Tyson fights Joshua this year, but I don't think he does, but if he does, maybe Usyk should fight Wilder next year and show him what he's about if they want to build that Usyk-Tyson fight up. But the money fight's the Joshua one, isn't it? But Joshua looks fragile to me, and Tyson's getting him at the right time. But of course, he's giving the right money, isn't he? 40%. But it is what it is, isn't it? Can Fury even travel to Saudi? I probably would say he can, because they've got no scruples, have they, Saudis? But then again, look at the people they're going to be dealing with in boxing. They've got no scruples, have they? Because 99% of them are going to sell the grannies, won't they? So interesting to see. But I'm going to watch it from afar at the moment. I'm going to watch it from afar. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I missed it. I hope you enjoyed the video because I'm off to Edinburgh, I think now, doing a bit of shopping. I'm going to enjoy myself today. I'm going to batter that credit card today. I'm going to batter it. Cheer me sent up. So, I'm laughing at that. Right, okie dokie. I think that's about it, really. Bit close to the weather. I hope everybody's all right. Thank you for liking and subscribing and leaving a comment. Can you leave me a comment to let me know whether you think this fight's going to happen? And if you haven't subscribed, give me the respect and subscribe. All right. Not wrong with that. It doesn't take a second, doesn't it? Show a little bit of respect for you, Uncle Pokey. Okie dokie. That's about it, really. Got an exclusive next week, I think, and then that'll be in production the week after. And we're going in the right direction. So don't worry about the billboard. There's another one on order. So we're going to change it up. Okie dokie. Peace out.